for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
So this is Yankees Fan Central, and welcome back to another exclusive deep dive coverage on our beloved Bronx Bombers. Today is Monday, December 8th, 2025. The heat is turning up at the winter meetings, and the New York Yankees front office seems to be engineering moves that could redefine our offensive structure for the upcoming season. We know that the hunt for an elite outfielder with names like Cody Bellinger circulating in the back channels and the addition of another reliable starting pitcher are the declared priorities. However, what I'm bringing to you today is a detailed breakdown of a possibility that popped up recently and honestly has the potential to completely change the dynamic of our infield. We are talking about a bold trade proposal suggested by respected insiders like Jim Bowden from The Athletic that would put none other than Ketel Marte, the stellar second baseman of the Arizona Diamondbacks, in the sacred pinstripes. To make this machinery turn and bring Marte to the Bronx, the price tag would be steep, involving the future of our organization. The proposal suggests sending two of our most promising talents to Arizona, right-handed pitcher Elmer Rodriguez and infielder Roderick Arias. Let's look at the numbers coldly. Ketel Marte is coming off a season where he posted an on-base percentage of 376 thousandths, in addition to connecting on 28 home runs. Imagine that kind of offensive production, specifically Marte's ability to hit from both sides of the plate, playing 81 times a year at Yankee Stadium. The impact would be immediate. Jim Bowden was categorical in stating that this trade would allow the Diamondbacks to recover top prospects and open up a lane for Jordan Lawler, while we would gain a proven veteran. However, Marte's arrival creates a tactical domino effect that we need to discuss seriously. The central idea would be to shift Jazz Chisholm to third base, locking Marte in at second base, his natural position, and where he performs at an elite level. We know Ryan McMahon was rumored as an elite defensive third baseman, but his bat didn't convince anyone. The issue here is maximizing offensive potential. Marte had an offensive slash line of a 283 average, 376 OBP, and 517 slugging last year, resulting in a robust OPS of 893, totaling 72 runs batted in. Comparatively, Chisholm had a solid year with 31 home runs and 80 runs batted in, but his batting average sat at 242. The question I ask you, fans, is if we are willing to sacrifice defense at the hot corner to add a switch hitter who brings more contact and consistency to the lineup. The front office seems to be weighing whether Marte's offensive gain outweighs the defensive risk of moving Chisholm, and it is this tactical chess match and the cost of the prospects that we will dive deeper into next. Now, let's dive into the tactical implications and the human cost of this transaction, because as we know, there's no such thing as a free lunch in baseball. The centerpiece of this tactical controversy is Jazz Chisholm. You guys must remember vividly when he returned from an oblique muscle injury last July. On that occasion, the Yankees tried to shift him to third base to keep DJ LeMahieu at second. The result? The infield defense suffered, losing fluidity and security. Chisholm was very transparent with the press at the time, openly declaring, "Everybody knows I'm a second baseman." He made it clear he would play wherever the team needed him to win, but his preference and comfort at second base are undeniable. Bringing in Marte would force Chisholm back to a position where he has already expressed discomfort and where the data shows he is less effective defensively. Is it worth destabilizing a player who hit 31 home runs and stole 31 bases last season? Beyond the positional dilemma, we need to look with a magnifying glass at what we would be sending to the desert of Arizona. Elmer Rodriguez is a name that has been skyrocketing in our internal evaluations. At 22 years old, he was protected from the Rule 5 draft recently and finished the year 2025 with an impressive ERA of 2.58, climbing from high A all the way to triple A. He is currently the 97th best prospect in all of Major League Baseball. Along with him would go Roderick Arias, a shortstop of just 21 years old, ranked as the 20th best prospect within the Yankees organization. We are talking about mortgaging a significant part of our future, two kids with sky-high ceilings for a 32-year-old player. On the other hand, the argument in favor of Marte is extremely seductive because of the balance factor. The Yankees lineup has historically been, and especially in recent years, very dependent on lefty hitters or righties with contact issues. Marte is a switch hitter. This means he nullifies the advantage of opposing pitchers, whether they are lefties or righties, bringing a versatility that is missing from our heart of the order. He would bring a veteran presence and a quality of hitting that would fit perfectly among our big sluggers. The front office is essentially betting that the offense will outpace any defensive deficiency that Chisholm's move might cause. It is a high-risk, high-reward bet. If Chisholm can adapt and play average defense at third base, and Marte delivers what he knows how to do with the bat, the evil empire becomes an even more lethal run-scoring machine. But if the defense collapses in crucial moments, we will sorely miss the young arms and talents we shipped away. It is a decision that will define our identity for the 2026 season. The potential acquisition of Ketel Marte is a classic win-now move. Tactically, it adds an elite switch-hitting bat with a high on-base percentage, something the team desperately needs to diversify the attack. However, the defensive risk of moving Jazz Chisholm to third base, a position where he has already shown discomfort, and the cost of losing premium prospects like Elmer Rodriguez and Roderick Arias are alarming factors. The strategy bets that the offensive volume will compensate for any defensive lapses. Yanks Nation, I ask you, is it worth sacrificing the defensive solidity of the infield and two huge prospects for more firepower at the plate? Do you trust Jazz Chisholm adapting to third base? Drop your opinion in the comments. I want to know what the bleacher creatures think. If you dug this detailed breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. The coverage here is daily, deep, and made by a fan for the fans.